Ladies and gentlemen, we are in debt. Most of this country is in debt, deep debt. I don't know how much longer we could have went on. The last 4 years, it was taking us down. There's no sense in lying about it. We were going under. And people were worrying about the economy and this and that, and nobody was listening. Things were going on. Money was going to different places that shouldn't have been going, or just going out, period. It was like nobody was listening. We're not giving you nothing. No, forget about it. Blah, 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 blah. Or they acted like we didn't pay, they didn't pay attention. You're crazy. You don't see that happening. And everybody was seeing the same thing and just getting more tied up in debt, because what happened? People started relying on their credit cards to live. Okay, people were going to school. Then they got all these student loans. There's people in their 60s and 70s and probably 80s, but I know 60s and 70s that have student loan debts. They should be relaxing right now. They're worrying because their credit score dropped, some of them 200 points over the last week or so. They're worrying. And the older you get and you still got this debt going on, and it's heavy, it's a burden. And then you got debt collectors coming at you. You got the credit card companies, you're overpaying, you don't have enough for the groceries, and blah, 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 from the last 4 years. It didn't happen just this year. It was last year. It was the year before. It was the year before that. And we kept saying, help. Nobody helped. They kept saying, it's going to be all right. Okay, we're just going to keep on doing what we're doing. It'll go down. And it didn't. It got worse. And you know what? I was reading an article the other day. Okay, debt-wise, the average debt of the baby boomers is $36,000. That's their average. The average for Gen X is $53,000. Yes, it's getting higher, isn't it? The average debt for millennials is $59,000. Gen Z has the highest, $94,000. From student loans to luxury items. Theirs was mostly luxury things. They just kept spending and spending and spending. Now, I'm not talking about all of them. All of them didn't do that in each category. The boomers are the lowest, but the Gen Z are the highest, and then we got our middle ground. But we're in debt. America's in debt, and they don't want to believe you. Okay, you can tell. Oh, America's got money. No, we were headed toward bankruptcy. You don't get it. But see, that's what happens in real life. Like I told you, you keep giving out money and doing this and that, and they actually believe you got it. Okay, maybe the credit card company and the credit bureau knows that you don't have it. But people, whoever you give it to, they keep saying, oh, you got that big house. Come on, keep giving it. Oh, you can go out with us. Da-da-da-da-da. There's a point that if you don't stop, it's going to stop you. The debt will. You'll get to a point that you can't pay anymore. That you can't run up any debt anymore. That the credit cards, all of them are at their limit. There's nowhere to go, and that will stop you. And it's embarrassing when they stop you because you really don't know when it's going to happen. You kind of can guess, but when that card declines, maybe you're out to dinner with somebody, whoops, decline. You've been paying all their meals all the time, whoops, decline. Insufficient funds in the bank. We got to get our debt down. We got to figure it out, right? We got to figure out which way we're going. We got to come up with that strategy and start working on it one at a time, maybe. But we got to get it down. I know some of you are having a hard time, and it's hard to get that down, okay? It's hard. I'm just paying off my rental house, but I've been in that situation. I've been there where I didn't have any money to pay for anything. I'm wondering, where is it coming from? and the hospital bill that's almost over $89,000, and the credit card companies coming at you and the debt collectors coming after you and calling on the phone, and you're trying to dodge. I've been there. Been through probably everything that you are going through. So I'm praying for you. I want you to get that strategy together. I got out of it. You can get out of it. You just got to sit down and reset. This is the time now to reset that budget. Sit down and think, because that budget that you may have put together in January may not work now. Or maybe you actually paid something off. It's time to change things around and see how much more you can put on something else. If you don't have it right now, just take your time. Take your time. If you got an extra dollar, throw it on one of the debts. Figure out which one you want to do. You may not can hit that big debt first, but you can hit those smaller ones and get them out of your face. We can do this. You can do this. I did it. Several people, we have done it. We've gotten through. We may not say a lot unless you ask, but we've gotten through. I paid off my house. I've gotten through. I'm working on the rental property, paying it off. I'm getting through. You do what you have to do. I paid off credit cards. I had a lot of credit cards. I had 16 credit cards. I had a hospital bill. I had 3 payday loans. Okay? I had a car payment that was high interest. Very high interest. It should have been down, like 2% or something. It was 13.9. But they weren't going to give me the car. I had to take what I could take so that I could get another car and get rid of it. You have to do sometimes what you have to do to get through. And once you get through, you learn a lesson. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not taking that high interest car anymore. I'm not taking that high interest credit card when I know there's some lower interest credit cards out there. Or no interest. Those are for the good people. You find those somewhere hid in the back of the room somewhere. Yeah, they are there. Okay, anyway, I'm praying for you. Take care. If you are doing the abundance check thing, I'm still doing it. There's the abundance check, or you can make your own where you write down what you think you will earn this year. And I'll be praying for you. I pray for those all the time for people that buy them. I use my Etsy shop, my YouTube shop, any thank yous, any money that you give me to help the homeless people out here, give them a couple of dollars, go get something to eat, take them out to dinner, get them an apartment if they need for a warm place or to live in, put 2 or 3 of them together if I can, and that they can live inside instead of outside, okay? So today we're going to do my budget for what? April, okay? April, because it's here. It's here. It's sneaking in the back door. And so here we go. I hope you can see this. Look, I got it upside down. Partyville is over here. So this is for April. So for this month, I've made $17,500. I have to get this up. $593.09. That does not count my business. That does not count my other jobs that I do. It's just one check that covers. Okay, one check that covers the rest. I put in high yield savings, or I invest and all that jazz, or invest back into the business, and my accountant takes care of that. It does not include my kids, what they do from their jobs and brings in, just this one. Okay, so down here, I get $3,000 from the rental property. I decided to put $1,500, pay the mortgage, and the other $1,500, we'll put it in the savings challenge. And we'll take $2,500 out for savings challenges this month. Also, so that'll be $3,500. Over here, bills, we got the mortgage, $1,500. AEP, the electric, is $75. It's on a budget. Columbia Gas is on a budget. It's $53. And they move at will. If it's too high, like payment, or it goes down, like they overpay, they'll move that around sometimes, but not too often, but they do it. Spectrum is 87. Yeah, $87.59. Verizon is $39.56, and that will go up because my phone is dying. The one that's recording right now, it's a no-go. I'm trying to get through this because it started dying yesterday. So the total of the bills are $1,755.15. Okay, and over here I have Capital One, which I use for expenses, and so that was $17.07.94 from last month that we spent on groceries, and I had to buy some business supplies and all that good stuff, so I did that on that card. And my mom's, she's taking care of family for birthdays and for everything else, like holidays. So that's $100, $50 and $50 that I give to her. And I put that in her bank. That's at Chase. And then I have a Chase credit card that's going to take care of all the rest of this. But anyway, that's $300 for groceries I allocated. We've got $50 for the subscribers, for you, for a giveaway. So somebody's getting to get $50 at total. Gasoline, $80. Spending, my personal spending at $100 I put in there. For the homeless, we're doing the Easter party and all that. So I have $1,000 right now allocated for that. And that'll be $1,630 for them for the total. And I told you about capital, and this is the house and the savings challenges, and anything left up here I put into investments and savings, $9,000, and we actually come out to a zero-based budget. Everything is accounted for, and that will be April. So we are going to do great. Don't you think so? I think so. I just think so. So I want you to have a great day, a great time, a great evening, morning, noon, or night. Okay, if you're getting ready to go to bed, good night and have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Everybody else, I'll see you sometime today. I hope I'll be going around looking at videos and working and looking at videos and listening to videos. But I want you to enjoy yourself. April is coming. It is happy. It's going to be joyous. Start getting that strategy together, because some of you are very upset because you are not making progress. But please do not compare yourself to others. You compare yourself to the person that you see in your mirror when you look at it. That's who you need to be comparing yourself for. Are you better today than you were yesterday? That's what you got to do. Was I better today, or was I better yesterday? Did I do everything yesterday and I smiled and everything? Or am I today the sad sack and upset person because I can't get my way with myself to get through these things? You can get through these things. God gave us a brain. We are going to make it. You came this far by faith, and you keep that faith going. And if the rest of them don't want any faith, just keep on going. We don't need them. Just keep on going. I am with you. I'm beside you. Take care. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Like and subscribe if you like. And hello, new subscribers, and the old ones too, and my members. Hi, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.